Hi again! In this review I present the Nikon G Adapter, which enables manual aperture control. Hello again, the name is Lucas, and today we want to talk about adapting Nikon lenses to any other camera. Yeah, well, I know what you're thinking. Oh, adapting Nikon lenses, wow, that is new. Since the 1970s, Nikon has more or less the same mount. They have Nikon F lenses and Nikon AI lenses, which are in the end from the mount. You can mount any lens on any body, yet they have some small differences, but they're not important now. What I want to show you today is an adapter for Nikon G lenses. G lenses from Nikon are basically the newer ones, the automatic focus lenses that don't have a dedicated aperture ring, so they are more or less only compatible with modern Nikon cameras, so you can adjust the aperture. So this is a little Nikon G to Canon EF adapter. Of course, you can get for nearly any other mount such an adapter too, like for the E-mount from Sony or the Micro Four Thirds mount for Olympus or Panasonic, and I guess many others too. And you can recognize these adapters from this little lever. I think in the end it's not really important if you buy a brand adapter or not. They will do all the same. This little lever is there to adjust the aperture. Now, when we use such an adapter, of course, there are some downsides because we cannot use the automatic focus, which is, at least for me, not very important because I'm a filmer and I don't need automatic focus. And we cannot use the VR from the Nikon lenses. VR is basically a vibration reduction. This is the Nikon word for image stabilization. So beside from that, we can adapt any Nikon lens and have at least the possibility to control the aperture. Maybe you would like to know why this is a cool thing and why you would need this. So maybe you remember my review on the Canon adapter for the Micro Four Thirds mount, where I showed you some lenses on the GH2, and also I showed you some sample footage from my Tokina 11-16. The built-in aperture worked somehow, yet I had heavy vignetting and this isn't really usable for me, and therefore this Tokina wasn't usable for me on my GH2 camera, because a lens where I cannot control the aperture is pretty useless in some ways. And yeah, so I thought I would get something different. So basically, I sold my Tokina lens for Canon and bought the exact same one for the Nikon mount. So now I have my great Tokina lens again. I really love this lens. I would recommend it overall, actually. And I say actually too often, I think. Anyway, yeah, this adapter is pretty easy to attach. You simply drag it on, click it in, and then suddenly we can control the aperture with this little lever. And the cool thing is, the lens is also declicked. So we have a mechanical aperture, and we don't have single stops, which is pretty cool for video use. And also, I can now mount this to my Canon adapter, which I use as a normal Micro Four Thirds adapter because it doesn't have any light loss. So yeah, then I have two adapters, and this solution using two adapters isn't too great. Yet for now I don't have so much spare money, so for now this will work. And you may not forget, I can use this lens still with my 550D camera, which is pretty cool because I still have the aperture control and I can use the manual focus. Because I, as a filmer, don't need the automatic focus at all, and for this lens, which is a really ultra wide angle lens, I don't need the autofocus at all. Of course, you could use this little adapter for any other Nikon lens too. This is an old Nikon AI 50mm 1.8 pancake lens. I think it's one of the oldest or first pancake lenses that were produced. And to attach it, we have to know some things. So we want to close the aperture as far as we can. This is 22 on this lens, and we simply apply this, click it in, and now we have some cool things because we can either use this little lever to control the aperture, or if we close this down, we can also still use the aperture ring. If the aperture is open on the lens, then we cannot control it with the lever. Yet, if we close it down, we can control it with the lever. Some people really love is to have a declick lens, and now we have it. Simply right away, and this is pretty cool because this adapter isn't really expensive. So I hope this tutorial was useful for you. For me, as an owner of the Canon camera and the Micro Four Thirds camera, this is pretty useful. But maybe you have some friends or some family who have a Nikon glass and you just want to borrow this and use it on your camera, whichever you have. And with this adapter, you actually can use it, at least to some level. And maybe you have some laying around from a former camera you had, or think about selling the Nikon and getting a GH2 or whatever. So this adapter enables many possibilities. It's not really expensive, and for me it's really helpful because I can now use my beloved Tokina with both of my cameras, and I'm really happy about this. And yeah. Thanks for watching again my little show here, and if you have questions or anything, just post them in the comments. I will put a link to the adapters on several platforms in the description, and I hope you enjoyed. And I don't know, it's now 1 AM in the morning. I think I will go to bed sometime. Yeah, still, I hope you have a nice day, or I don't know when you watch these videos. Have a great day, and see you next time. Bye.